need that we induct councillors on their roles in municipalities. Because, Commissar Rebecca, you spoke about mass meetings that are supposed to be held at ward level. We do not have those. Where I come from, I don't remember. It's only one ward, actually, where we've held mass meetings, but majority of our branches do not have information coming from municipalities, and that is where we're supposed to champion issues from municipalities where the ruling party is failing us. So we're asking that we zoom into that. Also, I want to have a humble request from our CCT, as you are going to hand over to the incoming that we are going to be voting here, that maybe we can shift the date of launching those branches, those outstanding branches, to next year, leaders, so that we can just have this small time to celebrate the victory we've had in Limpopo of launching these branches. Thank you.
Victory. Thank you, Sisi.
Thank you, Commissar. My name is Morozo from Elias Mtswaledi at Sikukuni. Mine is just two things. In Elias Mtswaledi, Sikukuni, we have the case of 26 ground forces which have been arrested since 2020 for fighting Shemo Aba Khekolo ba kwa Elias Mtswaledi.
Since 2024.
Since 2020, sorry. They have been fighting for Mashemo Batswadi ba rena kwa Elias Mtswaledi. So Councillor Msotho has been assisting them and he's got 3 cases on that issue. So the case is under Advocate Munyai and the Mashabela attorneys. So it's not there on the report. And under GTU report, so I can see really EFF will have to be in SGBs. As a deputy chairperson of the school there in Tafelkopo, so we are launching the agricultural greenland at that school. So next year, February, we'll be glad to invite one of our own, because we are going to invite the municipal structure. So agriculture is not fashionable in Sikukuni. So we are doing that fashionable so that we can have the subject, the agriculture at our school. So the secondary school. So we'll love to invite one of you to come and be part of us as we are grabbing land. Thank you.
Thank you, Mama.
Thank you, Commissars. I'm Geli Malachi from Bela Bela Ward 2, our city member. My concern is this, Commissar. Since we've been retoma that Malema view at 2014, we don't have service delivery, and that place is not recommended. But Tobari Nahaba Ahelwa the RDP houses, they don't have waters, they don't have nothing, even toilets. Honali the RDP houses, they longore, the ahilwe, then but that people baba bear inside like Okarabaka Modi Hokong Sadi Kolube. So that place, Rena EFF Kobelabela, we feel hore hahona ntho e dirahalang or modumo o utlwahalang hore re create this thing of EFF ka 2014. Batho ba rona nkile ra tshwariwa ra bua ditoronkong ba bang ba tlhokofala ntse e le ba le mo processing ya that thing ya court of Malema views. Ra tlhoka even the advocates to come and help us until court e bile e tlo felella. Then Ward 4, we've got mining. This mining, Renobona, the up and down from councillors to ANC. When we ask as a community of Bila, they call the police to come and arrest us. So that it end up at this thing cause we go for a really community, we don't get help from even Kodi counseling, maybe they come after this everything, then they will call us. than to tell us about that concern. That people, but Tabazimbi, then they are mining at Bela Bela. So please, Rehopela to show Yalina about Malema View and that mining. Thank you.
Thank you, Mama. Yes, say.
Thank you, Komisa, Dr. Mbisen Njosi, and collective from Central Command Team. My name is Frederick Ndo from Waterberg, Lipalale, Ward 13. Mine is just simple and straight to the point. I will start by opening this quote in one of the press conference of the EFF during January when the Commander-in-Chief said, open quote, "The type of caliber we send in Limpopo is not the one that you can tamper with," quote closed. We saw you when you came here in January and we were happy comparing what happens in the past province that were also disbanded. But when you arrived here, we see a different calibers as we were told or as we were expecting, where there was a councillors who permanently did not honor even a single call of the same organization that they claim to love or to be loyal to. Nothing happens to them even till today. Some of them, they are not in a branch. Their branch were not launched. That simply means it's a defiance of the Central Command Team resolutions and plenary resolutions to say a councillor must come from a branch. Some of them today, they are still benefiting or enjoying the benefit of being a councillor deployed, even though that does not come to the branch in good standing. Where do I find that? Find it in the section 6 of the Constitution, subsection 6A, where it speaks about discipline and hard working. If they are not reporting to the organization, where are they becoming a hard workers? During the, upon your arrival, before you can take care of illness, you ought to understand what are the cause of this disease so that you can be able to vaccinate if it's possible. Now, during this operation to sell Leitso, I'm about to conclude. It's only one thing that I'm about to
conclude now. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, and greetings to the leadership. My name is Evans Motapa from Ward 10 Polokwane. I've got only 3 points that I need to raise here. Number one, I think they spoke about it in terms of capacitation of councillors. I'm happy that the DP is here as the head of GTU nationally. Please assist us in terms of the induction of councillors, because we are rendered useless in those councils. You find that it's only 2 or 3 people that are talking. We don't know what's happening in portfolios. So I raised this issue before. I think Commissioner Ndlozi remember that when we were in Westernburg. Number 2, please, can we really zoom into the branches? We're losing votes, and we are trying to check in terms of how we do that. We are having comrades or fighters that have actually been 10 those branches in their own entity. They have been chairpersons forever. From 2013, they are delegates from regions to province to national. We don't have a problem with that. But
it's very straightforward. As we know that Elias Mutsaledi has won 3 wards with hard work, dedication, and a lot of sweat. So I want to know, what is your plan regarding those wards? I want to know the vision that you have for those wards, as they serve as a motivation to us as nearing wards. I also want to know, how do you plan on making sure that the vision that you have for those wards is a success? So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm Chauke Isaac from Ward 12 Palabora, Mopane region. So, mine, it is under page 45. It is reported under page 45 that SBD has registered decisive victory with 7 seats out of 7. And then it also reported under page 5 that also Palabora campus has registered a decisive victory with 5 out of 7. But what I'm wondering is that it is reported that in Mopane, we don't have a structure. So my point of clarity is that SVD campus and Palaura campus, they are under Mopane TVET College. So we can't have a structure in both campuses of Mopane TVET College. And then now it is reported that Mopane TVET College, there's no structure. I have corrected this issue in the RPA. So I don't want it to be reported in the National People's Assembly again wrong. So the other thing, there's that thing of refusing political formation in the TVET colleges. So I just want to give a wisdom to the leadership that there is a communique or a circular that has been released in 2015. This communique states that the political formation in the student political formation in TVET college must be allowed. So it means all principals or management who are abusing our student command in TVET colleges must be faced the consequences from the motherboard, even the EFF student command leadership in the province. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Lina Lagagam Marcus Fisto Silvia, Ward 5 from Ela. Gana, Yomongolo Gilega 32 Gabagaya Legara social worker. Gabagala EFF, Galtruja Junigar social work. Cantelara Afeja Akambojar Gachandegin Chechel Droga Bolo Ganna, cause Gamushidela Garazela Jao. Arnazela, Erbujisagazela. Every moment. My EFF bachaba obolela bachaba on second cause ba ladua kama ba bujua galeho minute omolo monga. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes. What's happening?
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Okay, all right, I'm covered now. Kena Fistos Mashao from Mopani, Ward 23 in Letaba. I get Wapatabajiri in Jimo, I'm not that long, level Nale Abona Gim Kutuan. Kinagawapa, a situation whereby I thought Ida Wanala on the report. But it's unfortunate, Gabaiba wages somewhere, somehow. But we had a situation in Ward 22 of Letaba at a school called Gianai, whereby a son, a boy, Yolorenge member EFF was expelled from the school. Leazewa rasapotajiwa by the members of the ruling party. So just because that really family to expel the boy from the school, but really ralega o bonchana really branch utusana or at least at the end of the day really EFF iwanale ribona weta pele EFF from national ba winner the case jeloring reversa tshepi e ba de maka. So we made it fashionable lerena in our ward moloring really rare gata se a weta pele bya rilk. We were seeking advice re jump at the code of conduct ya EFF. So very to CJ ga intervention ya EFF we managed or ngwanola ba muchi skolong speaking like this below passage. Thank you. So
thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Baphase bana skolong ga need to be
Na khensa ku nyikiwa karhi loyi a vulavulaka I Colin Macheke kusuka Ward 22 a xifundzentsongo xa Collins Chavani a hansi ka xifundzankulu Vhembe. Xo sungula, I want to send this to our DP as you are here. The problem in Eskom is not only those you know. There's a more technical problem which is happening there. I got this from one of my colleagues who passed away last year. He's a white man, like a Bure. There are some white people who love our country very much and they are willing to help even Eskom to solve the problem. The problem which is happening there, those contractors or subcontractors, they are putting the low, in fact, I will say like low quality product like bearings, which will run for for less than 3 months, then it breaks down. They are using the fake one, some is from China. So they will come back and work there again. That is the main problem. And those white bourses, like the one I work with, he's having only standard 5. Then the white government took him to work there. So he had experience working there. And he know exactly what is the problem happening there. Even by the time in Mdupi, when there was a breakdown on the conveyor belt, he even told me that those are the pulleys that caused that problem. Because he know exactly what's going on there. The next thing, Niaka, our new, our PCT, which is in waiting now, which we're going to elect, all of us. I'm going to give you the task to work with SAFTU in all the companies operating here in our province, in Limpopo, all the mines. All these companies that are having triple BEE level 1, I request you to go and push. All these triple BEE must be transferred to our employees, our brothers, our mothers, our sisters working there. Because those people who are owning those triple BEE level 1 shares are the politicians. And we know that. You have to go there or mobilize us and go and close those mines that are being owned by the white capitalist and the other politician.
Thank you very
the other
much.
stuff I will talk during the time
commissions. Yes. Next.
The regular level. I am Matata Mensintana from Waterberg region, Mudimula Mukhupo sub-region, Ward 2. I'd like to correct the credentials on page 30 of the chairperson of Waterberg. It's Malisela Lelaka, and the secretary is Lesija Munyela, and additional is Egimatlejwa. Then I'd like to move again on page 40 on the labor desk. Then on the labor desk, I suggest that the labor desk must co-opt graduates, particularly LLB, Bachelor of Laws, and labor law graduates. Much.
Now it's December, we don't see any message because old people are asking us at our ward to say, we have been attending the ceremony at Ward 13 and Ward 10. Now we are having our ward at Ward 37, but you don't tell us about the ceremony. What is happening? What I want to check now is that the ceremony is of the president or the ceremony is of the organization. I wanted to check that.
Thank you. Next.
Thanks, Commissioner. And I also like to thank Commissioner for the organizational report that is given. Nagamakas Mapuleta from Capricorn District, Mulemule Sub-Region, Mulechi Cluster. Kerata hore ke encourage the incoming leadership hore tle ake ba re thuse ge re nyaka thuse because we are trying at the communities. Go na le an outstanding thing e lo re se le thomagala ka sekolo se seng kwa Moletsi Modumo secondary the department. It's long time we met with the other school. Mala qualify or because there is no building. The community have to suffer this building. When I was qualify about TVET, Kamulete on the TVET college. Savannah Babanyane, Vanagorvana, Bajiwe, Baishiwo. So we are fighting with the department. Commutated temporarily. The community took a resolution called Tenuar, which Yavanaka Fela Lidi, dintho tsela di mobile classrooms ka sele ba isiwa gae department e be kgone go tla e tlo ba thusa go aga secondly re na le se sengwe le sona sekolo ka wate ya ka ba nyaka go se matcha le se sengwe sa bana ba banyane ba re ke modumela sa kwa mohlageng so le yona we are engaging with the Department of Education gore re ka se bana ba bantši le ba isa kwa sekolong se le gore lebile se gausi le bjala e se gausi le thabeng sekolo se ba nyaka go ba isa go sona and then thirdly ke bile le problem
ya boraro da e betha ka commissioning.
okay
Problem
ya
thank you.
ya
Thank you. Re a leboga. Commissar Mqini.
Thank you very much, Mr. Dr. Greetings to the Deputy President and delegates. I would like to touch on the issue of the social things that we can do in our wards so that we're able to show the communities that as fighters we just don't talk, we do. There are things that we can do that our communities can see that at least fighters are trying to intervene. For example, in Skukune, we activated a program where there were some, the potholes. We saw that when you're driving around the Skukune area, there are potholes. So we took it upon ourselves as the RLC and the councillors. We bought the asphalt and we went as fighters to go and fix the potholes. We did not wait for the government of the corrupt ANC to do those things for us. So as fighters and as the ground forces, these are the interventions that we can do at immediate effect. They are very cheap. It doesn't need actually, a lot of money. And also another program that we can do, I think on the floor it was raised, there is, if us as the public reps of the EFF, the CCT must intervene, there's some things that, we want man, we want man. If we can come together and say, what is the project that we want to do? For example, someone said, as public reps, for example, in Skukun, there are 53, plus myself, then we are 54. We're saying that we are going to have a program of putting boreholes. As the manifesto of the EFF says that at least in one ward, one borehole. Those boreholes, they cost about 45,000. And if we put something on 45,000 divided by 53 of us, you're looking at a contribution of 500 each of us, put it together, 500 to 1,000. We put it together, we go and put in a borehole so that our people can get water. That's the intervention fighters we can do, but that actually needs that kind of a revolutionary conscience that we really want to help our communities. It's something we can do. We can put some reservoirs and put it up there and be able to ensure that we pump the water and then we're able to, to deliver to our people. The mines in the Skukune, yes, we must intervene on that. One thing that we need to do is that we need to go and listen first to our communities. I think as the speaker said, is that our communities saw us as the EFF 2014. We've marched and we went and delivered some memorandums there. So communities did not see any action that is happening. So we need to go out there again, call the communities, consult them, and then we need to resuscitate that program and ensure that all the communities around the mines are benefiting. The communities, ensure the mines are also, our communities are having a share in the communities. The last one, Commissioner was saying, is the issue of political induction. I think fighters, when Commissar Mbuyiseni was going around in the province, yes, he did some political inductions and the capacity. And one of the things that I actually take from there was that he even emphasized it. We can do political induction fighters all the time, but us ourselves, we need to take charge. We need to take some responsibility. We need to read literature. We need to download the literature of the EFF. It's there. In terms of what is the Marxist-Leninist and Fanonian school of thought. Ubanu Marx, Banu Velapi. Ubanu Lenin Velapi. Ubanu Fanon, those basic things. And, in own EFF, what is the EFF? And also there are also some books also in the website of the EFF. That will tell you, what is the duty of a chairperson, the duty of a deputy chairperson, the secretary and all of that. And also nama additionals. Those books fighters, the corner part, nati must read, we need to read. So that when the leadership comes in and gives that political education, now we are able to know, you're not going to start from the beginning. Now you are able to say, no leadership, this is where I'm falling short. I think the leadership should give the condition. Thank you.
Enkosi Gqirha, Commissar Rosina.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, fighters and leadership. In terms of the induction of councillors, fighters, the organization has done and is continuing to do its best. Councillors were taken to the previous year's plenum, all the councillors in the country, where they were inducted, issued with documents of the organization. Equally safe to say, whatever that Commissar Dr. Mgrini has said, it should be done by everybody within the organization. The organization has as well in Limpopo, during the operation, we had brought the GTU so that we abreast the public reps of the EFF on what is to be done. What they know that most of the councillors does not grasp that opportunity. We've got opportunities within the municipalities, local legislatures and parliament where we can go inside. So we are urging councillors and public reps to use that opportunity. And further to that, yes, the work that was done by the GBV, it was not enough. And I'm telling you now, it could not have been enough in this 1 year that we were here. But a very imperative role has been played by this desk. And safe to say, we all must come to the party. Where we are at, we have identified the GBV desk up to the regional and sub-regional levels. But then, we as fighters, we must inculcate that through to the branches. To an extent that, next door, GBV, and say we've got a GBV coordinator. We should all be ambassadors of GBV.